Hello all, and welcome back to Brick Army. My name's Steve, and today we are going to be talking about the Reobrix Mig29 Fulcrum. I'm going to do a 60-second speed build, and then we'll get into the review, and I'll tell you exactly what I think about this absolute monster. See you in a minute.
Swagger down the street with your red lips and funky beat. You better hold your head up to the sky. I'm gonna roll with you till the day I die. Hey, swing those hips around. Can't stop, roll back down. My ladies, short, tall, thin or wide, always down and ready to ride.
Right, so we've seen the speed build. So, what do we think of this monstrous MiG-29? First thing, I've really got to start looking at measurements of these, what these models are supposed to be. This is so much bigger than I was expecting. I was expecting something around the size of the J35 there, which is, well, 32, 35 centimetres long, something like that, where this is more of 45, 50 centimetres long. Overall, this is not a bad model at all. Now, it's not perfect. It's still with a couple of things that weren't great. First of all, instructions. Instructions, like most of these models, they're in an isometric, so top-down diagonal view, and because of the way this is built, it can cause a few issues. So there are an awful lot of flat pieces that this is made up, and I mean a lot of flat pieces. So 3x3s, massive amounts of those, 3x2s, all that type of stuff. And because of that, it's very, very easy to get one node across from where you should put everything. So you've got one segment and you've got 10 dozen bits that you need. You put them in, you move on to the next segment, your next dozen bits, you put them in, your next segment, and then the fourth segment you realise, hang about, that this is all one node away from where it should be, so you have to backtrack sometimes to put everything, to shift everything one node to the left or right or backwards, forwards, wherever it is. So you really got to concentrate on the instructions. Really got to concentrate, and even when you do that, sometimes it's really not very clear where something goes. So there is a little bit of trial and effort error rather in this, and it does make it a challenging model to build. But I don't mean that negatively. It certainly gives you, or it certainly gave me, a massive boost of self-satisfaction when I finished this. It was I thoroughly enjoyed doing it, even with the few transgressions with the instructions. The other thing that the instructions don't make particularly clear, and that's with these transfers or decals. And that's lovely to see, by the way, that we've got that rather than stickers. Stickers do tend to pick up fingerprints and stuff like that and add a weird shine sometimes because of the shape of these things. So the decals, great, love them. Keep going with that, Reobrix. But there is quite a big sheet of it. I'll pop that a little bit close. You see there's still a fair few on there, and they're all of the same sort of thing, the sort of service hatches for different bits and pieces. They're not numbered. So when you get something in the instructions, some of it is fairly easy. Obviously the stars, the numbers, there's a couple of bits that are shaped to the particular brick. Look at the very front of this, whatever it is, not canard, but part of the fuselage. And so therefore, it can be a little difficult sometimes trying to work out exactly where these transfers are supposed to go, and which transfers you're supposed to use. Which, a little bit frustrating, but... the overall design is not bad. I don't think it's perfect. I don't think it's as stunning as the J35 that was completely smooth on top. That would have been lovely to have seen on this. The fact that we've got some smooth bits and then some with exposed nodes, go one way or go the other. Don't mix the two too much. I think it can look a little messy. The nose at the front, to me, just looks a little fat if on the design. And again, you've got some smooth bits, you've got some no bits. It just looks. I think that could have been done slightly better. For some bizarre reason, the canopy is not hinged. It doesn't lift up. Not that there's a minifigure with this. So, you know, if you've got a spare pilot lying around, then fine. But there is no minifigure with this. It's quite nice that the rudders do move, your ailerons do move. Would have been nice had the tailplanes moved, but that's no big deal. The undercarriage itself is pretty good. It's fairly sturdy. I would recommend, with the nose wheel, it just slots into that little groove at the front there. When you lift it, lift the plane up, you just pop your finger over the top of it there. It would just help hold it in place. So the rest of the undercarriage is quite solid. A nice little selection of bombs and missiles, fuel tanks there. There are plenty of missiles that you can build, design, choose. You can't do all of them that are in the instruction book. Now, it probably does say in there in Chinese, which obviously I don't read, that if you build this this missile, you can't build that missile, and that's absolutely fine. As I said, we've got a selection of two different types of missiles and bombs under there, and then with other bits and pieces, I've got another 3 or 4 different types of missile plus other fuel tanks. In fact, there's quite a lot of spare bits there. Probably 40 or 50 spare bits. I was missing a couple of bits, particularly back here on the tailplane. However, because of the nature of the build, the way it's over-engineered, where it's completely solid, it's not hollow at all. It's not difficult to go back, pinch a couple of little bits that you need, rebuild it. Nobody will ever notice the difference. It doesn't affect the structure and integrity of the thing at all, and then just use them there. So, with the Mig29 from Reobrix, this was £30.52, I believe. If it is different, I'll pop it down there. Can I recommend it? Well, if you want a Mig29, to be honest with you, there aren't that many choices. Reobrix do another version of this, the Ghost of Ukraine, which is exactly the same model, just a different camouflage scheme, more of a white and a grey. Of the two, having only seen the other one online, in comparison, it looked quite messy. So that's why I went for this rather than that. This appeared to be a sort of cleaner, and I'm quite happy with the colours on this. So yeah, if you want a Mig29, there aren't that many out there at all. In fact, while there's quite a lot of Chinese modern jets. There's quite a lot of American modern jets. There are not many for anybody else. Even the Russians don't have that many around at all. And as I say, this is the only one I could find from Reobrix. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. And as I say, it gave me a huge amount of satisfaction when I finally finished this model. It is massively over-engineered, and it is an absolute beast. It is very, very heavy. Yeah, don't hit anyone with this, please, because you'll get done somewhere along the line. So, can I recommend this? Yeah, I think I can. It was a lot of fun, and it was very satisfying to build, if a little frustrating sometimes. But that's all part and parcel of building brick models, isn't it? So, there we go. I hope you like the new format, and if you do, please like and subscribe to the video. And I'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye bye.